Itaola SoccerBeat lovers, it's your boy Lebzangwana, the real cheese, the real mozzarella. Abathama paga buyile. Aw Moremi does it again. Moremi does it again, bafethu. 3 points in the bag, another clean sheet from Pagani Papa. Izona misenyangingiza manje because I'm so excited that you know what the boys bounce back, you know, after that talking point of a different competition, but the journey still continues in the league, Moeneeb. Another 3 points in the bag.
100%, Cheese, 100%. And that was very important for those 3 points this evening, you know, that we just shift that focus to where we know this is the league that we're dealing with now. I think tonight's game was more about just how we recovered from our weekend's game. You know, that it was important. How are we going to attack this game? How are we going to process this game? Because and I think we came through with flying colors. For one reason is we got the 3 points, we got the clean sheet, because everybody's saying, hey, listen, now I've heard the commentators and all everybody's saying, listen, we're not scoring goals, especially with the weekend coming up. No, my friend, this game, the weekend's game, has no bearing on tonight's game. You know, the weekend's game is a game on its own. And tonight we were here to get the job done. The job was done. 3 points. What is very important that we created those chances. We created many chances. You know, the goalkeeper Buiri it was excellent tonight. You know, it's not as if we never had opportunities. Yes, we were a little bit wasteful, but also the goalkeeper was doing really well. He was doing really, really well. So there's nothing that we can go on about, oh, we weren't scoring our chances. Yes, we weren't scoring. That happens. But if the goalkeeper's having a brilliant night, we can't fault that as well. We got the ball early, but even the goal that we scored, oh, that was beautiful. The way we moved the ball down the right-hand side, the movement, and even Moremi being clever, knowing we break down the right-hand side, he comes into from the outside into the box there, and we add the numbers, and that goalkeeper Buiri gets a touch on it, and he's right there. You know, so swift move down that right-hand side to get the goal. So I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy, Cheese, with the way we got the points. I don't care. We don't have to win 10-0. If we win 10-0 tonight, that doesn't mean we're going to win 10-0 on the weekend. That's a game on its own. That's a whole on its own. Job done, boys.
I know. Joe, well done to the boys. I think they put in a good shift, especially the first half. Moeneeb, Polokwane was nowhere to be found. I think they were confused. You know, as you're saying that, you know, having a Moremi coming inside and allowing Daba to overlap and adding as a 10. So we ended up having like 3 10s. You know, and that's how the goal came. Apollos was just in between the fullback and the center back. You know, now one center back has to come out, so it leaves Mahopa with a 1v1 in the box. It leaves Moremi to also join into the box. You know, the numbers were there, you know, like you're saying. One positive I think the boys can take out of this is the creation of chances. The chances were created. Yes, we were a bit wasteful there and there, you know, to take the chances and score. Because, like you're saying, the worry is, hey, we're gonna need to take those chances in the upcoming CAF game, you know. But I mean, a great exercise in terms of how they managed to get into that box and create the chances, you know, because I was happy, but at the same time, I'm like, but they should be scoring and getting ready for this upcoming a tough game, you know. But it happens, Moeneeb, you know. But like you say, the positive that the team can take is that at least they created the chances. You know, it would be a worry if you know you win the game 1-0, but you really didn't create those kind of chances which you are gonna need in your upcoming game. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. If we never created those chances, Cheese, then we would have been worried. Then we'd have known that the game is still affecting us, that passed us. The weekend's game, that loss is still affecting us. Then we should have been worried. But no, we were still playing fluent football, patient football, needed to go in when we needed to go in, held the ball when we needed to as well, looked comfortable on the ball, looked easy on the ball, took our moments, when to go into pockets, when to go break the line. We looked ourselves, completely looked ourselves. Just the finishing, like you said, the finishing wasn't up to standard, but some of the sheer chances as well, like look, what's his name? The grasshopper, the one that jumps, Mbutuma. You know, he was getting into positions, getting into opportunities. Even what's his name? Maswanganyi, Tito was getting there. Good save from the keeper. Yeah, there was great chances that we should have scored where the goalkeeper must make good saves. So there's no fault to us for not creating those chances. We created those chances. The finishing, yes, keeper makes a good save, nothing you can do. But the way we were still our normal self, so it shows me that the weekend's game is past, and that's the professional, that's the character that we have. Whereas we don't let that game affect us. You know, the mindset was changed to, listen, we have a game here. This game in front of us is the most important game. The most important game, and the most important thing to do is to get the 3 points. Get the 3 points, be confident on the ball, be ourselves, and that's it. And that's all that's going to count on the weekend when the weekend comes, is that we be ourselves. And tonight we showed we are ourselves after that. So I'm fine. I'm excited. I'm still confident that we can pull this one off. How's that center line supporters there? When those
Hey, my
Congolese
man,
are gonna
no,
come
big
in,
up to the center
ay,
line, big up to the center line supporters there, please. And while you edit, while
Jesus!
you are even at the stadium, please like and subscribe, guys. Soccer Beat, we let the beat do the talking. So while you are there, busy, hey, press a lot, press because I know immediately after the game, they just want to get into their laptops, their phones. I want to see Cheez and Moeneeb. I want to hear what these guys have to say about this game. One thing that I'm also happy about Moeneeb on my side was to see a player like Dlamini get a chance to be on the field of play. I saw coach gave Tito the full 90 minutes. Yeah, he looks a little bit tired. Of course, it's match fitness, looked a little bit tired towards the second half. But there were those moments where he created those chances. I mean, Tito should have had an assist today, according to me, if the guys would have finished. He also could have been on the score sheet if maybe his fitness was a little bit there. But I think also it shows the belief that the coach has in all the players, Munip. I mean, Tito hasn't been playing for some time. Starting a game like this, and he comes on and he gives you magic. Yeah,
100%, Cheese, 100%. Cheese, and you saw that even the changes that he made, it never affected the fluidity of our play. The players came on, even if they haven't played for a long, long time, it just kept the momentum and the fluidness of our game moving. Not like nothing has changed with the changes that he's made. So the changes that he's made as well as good changes and positive big ups to the substitutes that came on. The game just kept flowing. We just still created and doing what we were known to do, opening those spaces, playing into the pockets, playing good and attack the football, moving the ball from side to side, even with the changes. So it's good to see. It's positives, and we made a lot of changes tonight. You could see there was a lot of changes, even with Tito's coming in, and then we brought on the Ndlozi, the right back, and we brought on Butuma
sure.
up front. And that one
But how's
jumps, my
that
friend.
Ndlozi, mara
My
bafethu
man.
bada nisangisola namanje Munip Ndlozi mfethu,
Yeah.
that boy mfana. For me, I don't know, guys, but his chance will come, but I like the confidence of the boy, he can pass the ball anyhow, he's comfortable,
Yeah. But even the right
of
back,
course.
Chizzy,
It's
but even the right back that we had, what's no, no, the left back, Kaba, is it Kaba?
yeah, Ndaba,
I like
Ndaba,
that boy
Ndaba.
as well.
Sure,
Ndaba,
sure.
Ndaba, I like that boy as well. I like him as
Yeah,
well. So we look solid there. And listen, we still have Dino out. We still have a lot of boys out. Shandu is still out, and these ones are playing, and they enjoying the football. You can see that. In Grosso, he plays with no pressure. He's like that, my
sure.
gents. I am
Yeah,
relaxed.
my
It's
gents,
football. I'm
yes.
enjoying. Yes, I'm relaxed. I'm enjoying the game. Simple. That's how you can see that we have the depth. And it's confident. It's good to see these youngsters have this confidence and not overconfidence, which is confident. I do the right thing, do what I have to do. That's very important. What I loved about him as well is that he made a new hairstyle for tonight. You could see that the dye was black, Namklaje. You say it was black, huh? It was black, black, black. And I'm telling you, he had to dye it because after Congo, my friend, that dye, he drops out in one game, my friend. The dries out, the heat there will eat that dye in one night. That's why he had to replace that dye tonight. But the boy, yes, he's confident. I like him. I can see. There's a lot of confidence. There's a lot of belief in the players because the coach, you can see him. When he makes a change, he doesn't think twice. Hey, this one, I need this one, finish. I need this one, finish. He doesn't think twice. And the boys feel that confidence in that the coach has in him. And it's very important that they sit there and they know, listen, this is what I need to do. The coach is going to put me on, I need to do the job. And they know exactly what needs to happen. That's why it never interfered with the fluidity of the game, which is beautiful.
One thing, Munip, also, I'd like to highlight this is I saw Siema make a little bit of small errors, and sometimes at a certain level you'll get punished. Yes, in our league you can you can get away with it a bit there and there where players make wrong decisions and stuff. But if you're gonna be playing in the CAF, with those guys shooting from far, you make a mistake like that, it can be really costly. So I hope I hope he's picked that up to say, sometimes, I'm not in a good position to actually receive the ball. He receives and then he takes a bit of time on the ball to actually make a decision, and that's why he gets caught a lot of times. And it's not the first time, Munip, but I think it's a lesson that he has to learn before it becomes a costly mistake.
That's 100% right, Cheese. And I'm glad that you mentioned it as well. It's not like it's a massive, it's just something that we've picked up along the way and you picked up as well, which is important that we don't highlight that, we just mention because like you said, it can be costly at a higher level, But the thing is, the confidence that these boys possess is that, they know, like you see him and Mbokazi, they have the one striker closing them down. They make the striker run up and down all day by using the ball in between them, But then that brings the confidence on. And sometimes that confidence turns into an overconfidence. And then we think, okay, now we've got this one. And at the higher level, that striker sets you up and pounces on you, So he must just always be alert, always stay focused on what is happening, Don't think that, listen, I've played the ball there, I've rotated it once and it's coming back, so the striker is tight. not the higher level striker. So it's just something that he needs to just take a slight note about and then work on that. But you can see as well the confidence that we have in that two centre backs. Jeez, my brother, look at Mbokazi playing a ball through two lines through the midfield in. And I think who was that on the half turn? I think it was Nemtajela there on the half turn, and they fouled him, I think. But the quality pass, that is what I love about these centre backs, Cheesy. They have those passes, my friend. They have sometimes they overpass. Sometimes there's no need for them to play, but because they are so confident, they see that going. Like the one ball I saw Siema hit, and it went. Ah! There was no need for it because Apollos was coming down into the pocket, just play and turn there. But it's that confidence that they possess. But it needs to be controlled because especially when we go and play these bigger boys and these bigger, the bigger teams, that needs to be controlled because those are points that they pick up in analysis and watch. When they watch Orlando Pirates, they need to see, let's set this one up here, let's set him up here. So just work on those things. That's why it's a brilliant point, Cheese. Brilliant, well
Sure,
spotted,
sure.
well spotted.
It's just to keep the guys alert,
Just to
because
mention,
like you
yeah.
say, the other team is also watching and like, okay, we can set this one up and that. So he knows next time that you know what, hey, next time this is how I need to position myself. I need to play a one touch, or I just need to sometimes you just need to stand on the ball. Just stand on it. You don't need to move with the ball or even make that pass. And you spoke about Nemtajela, what a box to box player, he's getting into the groove, to you know combination plays, him and Tito, they look so brilliant today. I actually loved him. I loved him today. I'm like, yo, Nemtajela, namhlanje boy, hayi come. Uyabatshela ukuthi no, I'm here. I'm here. You know, he had a good game. He had a good game today. I love his energy. I love his combination play. He's got skill as well, and even when we defend, he's always there to help and defend, Moeneeb. It's great.
Up and down, up and down, Cheese. And you find him in areas where you expect your 10 to be. He's there, breaking lines. He's not brave to make those runs, breaking those lines. And then if the ball breaks down, he'll be the first one to track back. He has the energy. He's always supporting wherever we need him. He's a player that's always looking to want the ball, and that's good to have. Sometimes when the chips are down, you want that player. You want the players to shine up. And this is one player, Nemtajela, is always one who's looking for the ball. Always. If he's not looking for the ball, he's making runs to receive the ball. So for me, I like this player. I like him. He's someone that the team needs, and he's unselfish. He's unselfish. He makes runs knowing that he's not going to receive the ball, but just to drag people out so other people can be in better spaces. Like you see Apollos as well, always coming into spaces because spaces that he creates with those deep runs that he makes from his position, takes the center back away, and then Apollos can come into the pocket that he's created. That is what he does. He's unselfish. It's unseen. But I love this player. He's a team player, makes runs for the team play, and he's always working for the team. Something for the future for us. Definitely. Good player.
No, no, no. Big ups to Amachens. Actually, the whole team. I think big ups to you guys. Of course, from where you guys are coming from then heat. Coming to play in the evening, nice. So now, Moeneeb, now the plan. Now I'm looking for the plan for the CAF game, my guy. What do you think the approach should be? Because I feel like for me, I'll say we scored early today. That's what we need. Number one in this upcoming CAF fixture, we need to score early. We need to make sure that we are solid at the back. Our rest defense is okay because they're gonna want to play on the counter. Like you said, their physical side, they'd want to hold up the ball, delay, make fouls. The guys should be wary of that. This is just tips and notes, to the guys that the game is gonna be also a dirty game, in terms of time wasting, fouls. So it's gonna be a tricky one, Winnie. So the approach, I feel like press them from the beginning, make sure you play in their half, and just make sure that the rest defense is okay. And this is where you're gonna need a China to come play super keeper, Moeneeb, because if a team is gonna play on the counter, you need a slim Katnyana that's be there like, okay, one,
Yeah, but you saw China.
yeah, one pop, there's it, and then
Funani,
yeah,
Funani.
you know and that will discourage them in terms of trying to play those balls behind into that open space, because definitely there's no way we're going to be setting back Moeneeb and be like, no, let's wait and see. No, we are throwing everything there, kitchen sink, bones, yonki into there.
Yeah. Everything, my friends. We're going to be playing with supporters on the field. They mustn't be surprised if they see 15 people on the field, my friend. We are bringing the goals. The chemical engineer is studying this week, my friend. He's studying this week. It's going to look like it's going to be. We're going to play with 11 players with 5 Tokolos. There's going to be problems for them. You gave us problems there. We are going to give you problems there. You know what I'm saying, Cheese? But it's simple. The game plan is simple, Cheese. Score 4 goals, don't concede. Simple. Defend hard, go attack hard, right? But also, Cheese, they're going to have a massive problem because remember, we move the ball quickly, and these are big, solid guys. There, the game was brought down to their tempo because why of the heat? So the game was slowed down and they were physical. When you come here to us, it's beautiful. It's altitude. You're going to struggle with the altitude here, and we're going to use our speed. We are quick in moving the ball around, and we have nippy players. You caught the only reason why they could manage to hammer us there or tackle us there is because our players was tired, the heat, the humidity, the sun. So our players couldn't run at maximum pace. But Manjan, you come here now this weekend. We're going to move the ball quickly. You're going to look for us, my friend. You're going to believe that we are playing with Togolos. I'm telling you, that is how quick we're going to be moving. Because we are, with Kizzy, as you can see our team, we don't have giants. We don't have the biggest of players. We have small, nippy players who move the ball really quickly. And that is our strength. When we're going forward, we move. You think you are coming to mark this one is already peeled off. And then when this one is in here, the ball is going to move too quickly for these Congolese. I'm promising you, Cheese, watch this thing. They're not going to touch us. Game plan, get 4 goals, defend, and keep a clean sheet. And then the game will be. I'm confident. Cheese, I'm confident, my brother. Not of anything else, but I know what our team can produce.
I'm confident as well, Moeneeb. I mean, if Liverpool could do it against Barcelona, I mean, Pirates can also do it against Lupopo. You know, so it's all up. It's all up to the boys to do what they have to do. They have the capability. Fans will be behind you guys. Everyone will be behind you. So you guys just go out there. Make sure you enjoy yourselves because you know you guys can score goals. Don't feel too much under pressure. Hey, we need to score goals because sometimes we need, as a player, when you feel like, guys, we need to score, we need to score. That's when you start rushing, decision making.
Make
There's an
mistakes.
open pass. You don't see it because we need to score. So calm down, calm down, calm down. It's 90 minutes. With 90 minutes, you can even score 6 if you like. If you can do it well, this team is gonna get 5, Moeneeb. So with that being said, we're gonna leave it here, SoccerBeat lovers. Xolani laphana stadium Maparania. Make sure ukuthi wonke umuntu khona. Everybody must be there and make sure that these people must feel that they are away from home. From the day they arrive at the airport or whether they came by bus, they must feel us la eMzansi ukuthi if you can give, you must be able to take also. So they will be on the receiving end. So from SoccerBeat Njami, asivale Moeneeb because hey, me and you we will never finish. So unless
No, but
one
also,
more thing,
Kizzy,
yeah.
Kizzy, before we leave, we have to remind Lupopo that the game is being moved to Richards Bay. We are waiting for you in Richards Bay, my friend. We are waiting for you there. So once you go there, we'll drive you back. Once it's a minute before time, we'll drive you back. Go to Richards Bay. We are waiting for you there. We'll wait for you there, my friend.
Hey, my friend, that's it from us at Talking Orlando Pirates. My friend, to see you on the next one. Please, guys, do the right thing. Subscribe, guys. Share. Send us your comments, your views on what you think, and yeah, all the best to Amaparanya Bafetu, and all the
Well
best
done
once
tonight.
again to the fans and Danko Machance from SoccerBeat, the Real Mozzarella, and Nippy Slimcat Whiskas. We are out. Oh yeah.
SoccerBeat,